So things aren't looking too good for Mr. Keyshawn Davis. People are mad at him for not making weight. People that were going to attend the fight want their money back or got their money back. So they're already mad at Keyshawn Davis. But then after Nahir Albright beats his brother in I believe, a unanimous decision fight, Keyshawn goes backstage and I believe maybe with his brother, and a fight happens. A headbutt. Albright has a knot on his head. One of the reporters said, "Are you going to take legal action?" No, don't even fall for that trap, Mr. Albright. You're not Devin Haney. We don't take people to court. This is boxing. At first, I was like, "Oh, what? A fight outside the ring in boxing? Big deal." But after the fight's what makes it kind of weak because, okay, you lost, you got to take it like a G. Before a fight's kind of different. Tempers are flaring and, you're gearing up for a big night. But it was pretty classy of Bo Mack and Terrence Crawford to go to the locker room of Albright and say sorry for the inconvenience. I believe they took photos together. So classy of Bo Mack and Terrence Crawford. But, something that I thought was weak was years ago when Riddick Bowe sucker punched Larry Donald at the press conference, and it carried over into the fight because Larry Donald seemed scared of Riddick Bowe the whole fight and didn't do much during the fight. But at first, like I said, when you hear things like a fist fight outside the ring, it's like well, this is boxing, and a lot of these dudes are from the streets. And not all of them have been trained to be professional and are, media trained. But still, you hate to see that, I've seen stuff like that before where after a fight, a fighter gets emotional, starts just swinging. That's weak and uncalled for. And if people are already kind of mad at you for not making weight, don't do something to upset the people anymore. Boxing fans are very emotional, especially nowadays. They're looking for any reason to hate on you. They're looking for any reason to dislike you. They're looking for any reason to get on social media and badmouth you. So I don't really know what Mr. Keyshawn Davis was thinking, but if you're going to fight, do it in the ring or at the press conference before the fight. Don't do it after your dude gets beat. So I'm thinking of Larry Donald and Riddick Bowe, Ali and Joe Frazier got into a little scuffle on TV, and it's happened over and over. Remember when Larry Holmes jumped off a car and tried to kick? I think it was Trevor Burdick or somebody. So it's just after the fight, you don't do that because it's like whatever you were supposed to do, why didn't you do it in the ring? Don't do it after the fact. And then the headbutt, it's like, I can't defend that, man. I can't defend that. You take your wins like a G. You take your losses like a G. You don't sucker punch nobody, and you definitely don't jump nobody. You don't get help. But I don't know if he was jumped or not. But I'm hearing all kind of things, so I don't know. Either way, it looks weak to go by yourself and do it after a fight. To bring somebody along to jump a guy, that really looks weak. Like, oh, we couldn't beat you in the ring, but we can gang up on you. What is this, gang banging, or is this boxing? I know my hat says Compton, but come on. And I misspoke in my other video I did about life has no rewind button. I said what you do in private is what you do in public. Wow, I don't know how I messed that up. What I meant to say, off topic again, but what I meant to say is who you are behind the scenes when nobody's looking, that's who you really are. Because people can put up acts in front of people, but what you do when nobody's looking is who you really are. So Mr. Keyshawn Davis and his brother who lost in the ring need to think about that. They need to get their situation sorted. They need to figure things out and realize that's not a good look for them, and it's not a good look for pugilism. It's not a good look for boxing. Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. If you want to become a member, hit the member join button below. Backup platform in WJ. Go subscribe to that. You might have to type in WJ Boxing. The Instagram is the J. Roos Theory. And most importantly, the Cash App is $J Roos 33. That's $JROOS 33. LSR forever. And be fearless. Yay.